Hello there, you ravishing person. This is Chris from TechSpert. I'm here with a fresh new OnePlus 7T Pro. Only just launching right now. In fact, this video should be going live just as Pete Lau wriggles his way off stage. I'm going to do a full side-by-side with the original OnePlus 7 Pro launched earlier in 2019. The very first OnePlus Pro smart... God, that's hard to say. Anyway, you're going to see exactly how they stack up for the camera tech, the features, the performance, all of the sexy stuff to see whether the OnePlus 7T Pro is worth that step up in cost. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do plug subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Now first of all, as you can see there, from the front there is absolutely naff all difference. Pretty much impossible to tell the two apart. You've once again got this gorgeous full view finish, nice curvature around the edges there so the screen just starts to bend into that aluminium banding. It just looks absolutely fantastic. No notch action or anything, of course, because you've got that pop-up camera tech. Now on the front here, it's actually Gorilla Glass 6 now on the OnePlus 7T Pro, whereas it was Gorilla Glass 5 on the original OnePlus 7 Pro. That said, OnePlus 7 Pro is still nice and pristine after all these months. And around the back you get Gorilla Glass 5 on both devices. Now as you can see there, I've got the matte blue finish on the OnePlus 7 Pro, but you could also pick it up in a shiny grey option as well if you preferred that proper glass sheen. Here on the OnePlus 7T Pro, they've done away with the glossy sheeny version. You can only get it in the matte finish. This is a haze blue, so as you can see, it's slightly lighter blue than on the OnePlus 7 Pro. I actually prefer the matte finish anyway because it really helps to hide any greasy grime and prints and things like that. It looks really, really stunning. I've tried sticking both phones in the same pocket as my keys, coins, things like that, and as you can see, they're absolutely pristine, still no worries. Neither phone has an official IP rating for dust and water resistance, but they're both fully splash resistant, no problem there. And you know what, I've given them a bit of a run under the tap, and again, no issues. Rest of the design basically exactly the same here on the fresh new OnePlus 7T Pro. You got your alert slider there on the side, you got your Type-C USB down below, stereo speaker setup and everything. No headphone jack once again, unfortunately. Now let's actually get these bad boys unlocked, and of course the OnePlus 7T Pro once again has a built-in optical fingerprint sensor here on the display, just as the original OnePlus 7 Pro did. And OnePlus reckons it's updated that tech to make it even more reliable than before. To be honest, the OnePlus 7 Pro, I rarely have any issues with it at all. And of course, once again, you got full facial recognition as well. You just got to wait for that cute little pop-up camera to do its thing, but as you can see, they're super swift in both instances. Now let's shift onto the display, and there's absolutely bugger all difference between the original 7 Pro and the fresh new OnePlus 7T Pro. Still a 6.67 inch AMOLED display, still a fluid AMOLED as well. 90 Hz they max out at, or you can bump up back down to 60 Hz if you want to save on your battery life. Nice bit of HDR support, so you can get those nice deep blacks, some nice strong contrast and everything, nice rich colors as well. Fully customizable, of course, in the display settings. I've actually got the video enhancer mode on the go here on the OnePlus 7T Pro. That's why those colors look a little bit richer and warmer, but of course you can just knock that off if you prefer more realistic hues. And of course, one of the advantages of that pop-up camera is the fact that you've got this lovely proper full view experience. No little notches or pinhole camera efforts or anything like that intruding on your viewing experience. Sublime. You've got exactly the same stereo speaker setup on here on the OnePlus 7T Pro compared with the OnePlus 7 Pro, but Dolby Atmos support, all of the good stuff, so basically the same as far as your audio is concerned. Now one of the other areas where the OnePlus 7T Pro does differ from the original Pro is the software. You get a nice bit of Android 10 fresh out of the box, which means of course you've got the likes of the dark mode now supported, and of course those latest Android gestures as well, so just swiping from the side in order to go back. Absolutely love it. Of course you've got Oxygen OS slapped on top. It's version 10 here on the OnePlus 7T Pro compared with 9 here on the OnePlus 7 Pro. But all of these updates will be coming to the 7 Pro, hopefully imminently, so you will not be missing out if you get this one. You'll still get the dark mode, the gesture support, all that great stuff. But pretty much all of the other features are much the same. You've got the shelf feature, of course, albeit with the dark mode now on the 7T Pro. You've got full customization, your icon packs, all that kind of shenanigans. You do have a nice bit of game space action as well, of course, here on the 7T Pro as well as the 7 Pro, as that Fanatic mode and all of the good stuff. The performance has actually been boosted for the OnePlus 7T Pro though. You now get the new Snapdragon 855 Plus chipset compared with the original Snapdragon 855 here on the OnePlus 7 Pro. As you can see, benchmarking results don't quite marry up. According to this, the original 855 is better for multitasking than the OnePlus 7T Pro's 855 Plus, which is complete hooey. Just goes to show you can't rely on benchmarking tests, speed tests, any of that nonsense. The long and short of it is both of these smartphones will absolutely blaze through the latest games, including of course PUBG Mobile on top detail levels, Call of Duty, all that kind of shenanigans. No worries whatsoever, and they shouldn't show any signs of aging anytime soon. The battery capacity is actually slightly improved here on the OnePlus 7T Pro as well. It's 4085 mAh compared with the original 4000 mAh here on the 7 Pro, so not exactly a massive jump up. You do have slightly faster charging tech as well. It's actually the internal charging tech that has been improved, so it's now Warp Charge 30T compared with Warp Charge 30 on the original Pro. So even though it's a slightly bigger capacity, it charges up in about the same time. Sadly, still no support for wireless charging, however, so we're going to hang on a little bit longer for that. Now on the storage front, you used to get a choice of 128 or 256 gigs here on the OnePlus 7 Pro, but now it's a straight up 256 gig base model here on the OnePlus 7T Pro. Once again, not expandable via micro SD, but you do get that UFS 3.0 support, so your apps load up nice and nipply and any file transfers are super swift. So now let's talk camera tech, and there's absolutely bugger all difference once again between the OnePlus 7 Pro and the OnePlus 7T Pro, at least as far as that rear camera hardware is concerned. You get a 48 megapixel primary lens, IMX586 sensor from Sony, f1.6 aperture, and optical image stabilization built in, and that's backed by a 16 megapixel ultra-wide angle lens and an 8 megapixel telephoto lens, again with a bit of optical image stabilization. And the actual camera app hasn't changed up too much at all. As you can see, start off in general photo auto mode. You can switch between those lenses with just a quick tap of these little buttons here. Ultra-wide angle lens, exactly the same setup. Telephoto once again gives you a 3x optical zoom, so you get a nice close view of your fluffy pal there. One of the differences you will notice is the fact you now get the super macro modes here on the OnePlus 7T Pro, something that's still missing from the 7 Pro, and this just allows you to get a really up close and personal view of your subjects. So you see there, a quick tap and it should come out nice and crisp. Definitely works wonders. Go check out my full in-depth OnePlus 7T Pro camera review, where I actually do a side-by-side comparison with the OnePlus 7 Pro for all of the details on all this stuff. Because you've got a full range of bonus modes as well. The likes of Nightscape makes a return, and the portrait mode as well. And the Nightscape and the portrait modes now work in the ultra-wide angle lens here on the OnePlus 7T Pro, as well as the standard lens. That's something you can't do on the original OnePlus 7 Pro. Apart from that, on the photo front, it's pretty much business as normal. You got full manual controls. You can shoot JPEGs at up to 48 megapixel with a nice bit of RAW support thrown in there as well. And if we switch to the video mode, once again you can shoot up to 4K resolution footage at 60 frames per second, which is great to see, of course. Boost it all the way up to that maximum levels, and you get some really nice crisp Ultra HD footage, nice and super smooth, hyper realistic as well with that 60 FPS setting. However, you also get a new video setting here on the OnePlus 7T Pro, and that's the super stable mode. Quick tap of this little icon here, it maxes out at full HD level, but basically it just helps to cut down the judder if you're running, cycling, doing something really active and shooting video at the same time. Still get a lot of tremor in there, unfortunately, but it's definitely better than the standard image stabilization if you're going to be moving at pace. And then around front, it is the exact same 16 megapixel pop-up camera as before. So once again, takes nice crisp shots in everyday conditions. You can shoot portrait mode snaps, and it seems pretty decent on the edge detection and everything. No real customization there, no depth sensor playing about with or anything like that, but it's absolutely fine. And you can shoot up to full HD resolution video using that selfie camera as well on both of these devices. So as I say, if you want to know more about the OnePlus 7T Pro's camera tech, definitely go check out my in-depth review, which is going live right now. I've done a full unboxing as well, where we really cover those specs and features. So again, if you want to know more on this gorgeous premium handset, check that out. As you can see, not a massive amount of difference between the original 7 Pro and the new 7T Pro. You get basically the same display tech, very similar design and everything. It's just a slight performance boost, camera boost, and battery boost as well. But yeah, the original 7 Pro is still a fantastic handset, so it'll be great to hear your thoughts down below. Which one you're more tempted by? You can save a little bit of cash, try and find yourself a 7 Pro. You're going to dive right into the new 7T Pro. Definitely always great to hear from you guys, and please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell if you haven't already for more on the latest and greatest mobile tech. Cheers everyone, love you!